The Tape Never Lies Network.
The tape never lies. Tape never lies.
Starts now.
Never lies.
The tape never lies.
In the air, baby. In there 100. Other people drop off, but we still keep.
Hold up.
Breaking news.
Breaking news.
Who's
We're
this
about-
guy?
For the
We're
people
about to
that
wrap
hung
it up.
on,
The
all
people
night
that
long.
hung on. Courtney's happy. Let's
He's-
bring this guy out.
says
the
a
right
lot
way.
about this dude. He's like, fuck that, I'm getting on that.
Just because NFL draft experts don't have a guy atop their ranking doesn't mean there isn't talent still to be found throughout the draft. This guy exemplifies just that. This former Owl from Kennesaw State played in 54 career games, tallied 124 tackles, 11 sacks, and 24 and a half tackles for loss. And most importantly, once Bears GM Ryan Poles had him in Hallis Hall, he didn't want him to leave.
Hold up.
Please stay.
Bears fans, TTNL fans,
Never lies.
let's
Network.
give it up for the newest Chicago Bears defensive tackle, the 218th overall selection in the 2023 NFL Draft. He's Travis Bell.
There he is.
How you guys doing, man?
What's
How
up,
are you?
Travis?
Man, I had a long day, man. I'm just trying to get used to this, man. I'm sorry.
Oh, it's
Oh, man.
all good.
Supposed to
Worth-
been on in a little, supposed to been on here a little earlier, guys. I'm sorry, man.
That's all good. Hey, just like draft day was worth the wait, so is this, Travis. Right?
Everybody's been waiting. Where's Travis? And we listen, all I know is he got drafted. He's probably worked out. Maybe something popped up, but you are here now. We were about to wrap up, and then all of a sudden I hear a boop, and I see these big eyes like Mike Singletary looking over the line. And I'm like, there he is. And now we get you on the show. We produced the intro for you. And I gotta lead off by saying this. When you hear a GM, and we already played it for the fans, but we'll play it again, talk about you as a 7th round pick, the way Ryan Poles going through his first draft spoke about you, the impression you left on him. What was the impression you took away from Ryan Poles, the GM of the Chicago Bears?
Honestly, man, I didn't know what to expect going in there. I just wanted to be myself, and just make them understand me as much as I possibly can. And just talking to those guys, man, the conversation we had was great, and the love was just authentic. So I just walked out like, man, I really, this place is great and don't want to leave. And he felt the same way. He gave me a pat on the back and said, "We might have to bump you up a few rounds, man." And I was like, yeah, this talk went really well. But I didn't know if he was joking or not. So, I didn't know what to expect, man. I just was happy to have that experience under my belt,
So Travis, take us back to draft day when I know you said you're sitting there with your girlfriend, and we covered it from pick 1 to pick 259.
Mm-hmm.
So we were right there. But man, when you're sitting there with your girlfriend and that phone rings, do you tense up, or you're just like, holy shit, I hope somebody's not pranking me?
Yeah, that's exactly what it was, man. My heart dropped. I'm talking about I ain't know what to do, man. I was just on the phone with my agent, and he was telling me, yeah, it's a lot of teams that, I already called and signed to offer you, right after the draft. So I was like, man, I might as well cut the TV off now. That was literally at the end of the 6th round. So I just really just wanted the opportunity. Didn't care how it came, but when I got that call from the Bears, that was something special, because we did have a great talk. The conversation was great. The my time there was overall, fantastic. Everybody I talked to, it felt like I've been there before, like I was already around, So it was amazing feeling.
Was your girlfriend saying, "Where are we going? Where are we going?"
Actually, man, my girlfriend went to the store, and when she came back, I literally when that number popped up on my phone, man, I turned every TV off, every light off. I'm talking about. So she came in the house and she was like, "Why is it dark? Why is the TV off? I thought we was watching the." And she seen me on the phone and she literally just bust out crying. And so it was a major moment, man, because she played a big part in this too as well. Like she sacrificed a lot as well, man. So
well, listen, to hear again, and I'm going back to this, a GM talk about you. You left an impression on him, but let's keep it 100 like the show. Your tape and the player that you are obviously gives the benefit. The check in the box is the meeting and the personality that you fit this culture. But your love of the game of football, talk about that and how the GM talks about your high school. You played all these positions. Then you get to Kennesaw State and you're working a job as you're playing. You're not getting the NIL money. You're going out there. A, where were you working? Everyone wants to know that. And B, what was it like to juggle that and play that love of football is not a question for you, is it?
No, not a question, man. A, I'm gonna answer in I'm gonna answer in order. A, I worked at R Ventures Medical, man. It's a medical supply chain company. I literally, wake up early in the morning, go work out, come home, change clothes, go to work, hop in the truck, grab my my clipboard and see what the job is for the day, and I'm heading out, and I go pick up medical equipment, bring it back, store it. I did a lot of different things. I worked in the warehouse. It was a lot to do there, and the company was ran by like it was a family owned company, and they just showed so much love, man. It was more than just a job for me. They was like family. They actually helped me through this process, the 2 months of training for pro day and everything. So, man, I owe them the world, man, because, they was real flexible with me. I literally, be there a few hours, do a job, leave. On my break, I go to, class, come back, and then leave out for practice, and I just go to practice in full gear. I'm talking shirt tucked in, everything, man. Sitting down, ready for meetings in the front, looking dead in my coach's eyes. I'm locked in. But I love the game so much, man. It didn't matter at that point. I didn't think about it like that until I got around. Until I was training for pro day, and everybody I trained with was big time guys. They played at big schools like Washington, Missouri, and those guys were, I don't want to put their business out there like that, but they was getting NIL money, they was getting all this, and they literally, I don't know if it was the agent or what, but that someone was getting into it with their agent, man, because they weren't properly funded. They had to work a job, and I'm sitting there laughing like, man, I did this for 2 years, man.
Exactly.
It was something that that was just normal to me. So I was like, wow, that's crazy. Like, but it was experience I don't regret, and I wouldn't change for the world, man. I'm glad I went through that. I grew a lot. I struggled when I first got there. I honestly thought, college wasn't for me, man. That was my main thing. I was like, man, this might not be for me, but I adjusted because I love the game so much, and now I'm here, man. So
look at that. Amazing.
So when that phone rings, Travis, what is are you just,
I was crying.
Are you hearing anything that's being said to you at all, or?
A little bit. Emotions was high, man. My everything I've been through was just flashing in my head, man. And I'm not a social media guy, as y'all can see. I don't post a lot. Everything is my page is old, and you can tell I stepped away from social media, and I really focus on just perfecting my craft, and focus on football and school. And my mom, she had me at a older age, and my mom is a single mother. We've been through a lot, man. And when I say a lot, and I don't want to sit and make up no excuses. I don't want no sympathy. I just want to let you guys know that, I worked for this. It wasn't given. I didn't just go in and we had a great conversation. He loved me. It's film behind it. That film not there, but it's film behind it. And it might not be against the top guys, but the same thing y'all seen on tape this year, I've been doing that for years. You feel me? So it's just, I just felt like it was my time. I prayed for this. I get on my knees every night, every morning. I wake up and I just put my head down. I stay humble and I go to work. So that's just about it, man. So when I got that call, emotions was flowing high, and I was getting a lot of love, and it was just a great feeling, man.
You deserve it, and I'm getting goosebumps just listening to you talk, because listen, to get to the NFL, the odds of that are 1 in a million. 1 in a million. To hear your story and to leave the impression that you did on the GM and the Chicago Bears, the charter franchise. Let me just tell you this. To watch your tape, I've been waiting to say this to the fans. Like, this is a 3-tech. This is a guy that's going to explode off every snap, no matter how or when, where, what. And thank you, by the way, for sending me your game tape so I can cut it up. And obviously fans saw it in your highlight, and I'll DM you what we produced, the intro. We'll play it again because emotions were high for us when we got you on the show because we're so excited. But
when you walk back in that warehouse for work, you play that intro, Travis.
Yes.
let him know let him know.
I'm old enough to remember, and I don't think you are, but I want you. This is who I thought of. John Randall was undrafted. He's too small. He's from a small school, Texas A&I. And he goes into Minnesota and goes to the Hall of Fame because he had this right here.
Exactly.
The heart of a freaking grizzly bear, just ready to pounce. Your tape shows me that. There's a bubble screen. I put it in the thing, his intro, because I was just sitting there mesmerized by it, where you recognize screen and you just freaking run out there like you're a will linebacker running 4-4 and just destroy the bubble screen. And like every play, your hustle and your hand placement, I could see why they love you. And the personality, I just am excited to have you on the show. And I think Bears fans and you need to know how amazing Bears fans are going to embrace you. Like we reached out to you, Alex Acevedo, me on my Instagram, and you responded right away. I'm like, I got to get this guy on the show. The first guy ever drafted from Kennesaw State. What does that feel like?
Honestly, man, words can't explain how they feel, man. I honestly feel like I don't want to say that, but everywhere I go in Kennesaw, man, I'm noticing, and it's different for me now. So that's big, but I'm past that. I'm the type of guy to just move on. Now it's time to prove myself, because I've been on social media lately for the first time in a while, and I see a lot of people just talking down and just not speaking too highly of me, And that's kind of why I don't get into social media, because things like that, and people can get caught up in that and they can lose track of, the main goal.
Yep.
So I'm just thankful and blessed to be the first one, but I know it's gonna be a lot more. I just opened up the door. I got hundreds and hundreds of people telling me I motivate them, and they're gonna be the next one to go and things like that. So that's why I really do it, to let those guys, like, it don't matter where you at, you can go play. If you can play ball, you're gonna get noticed. And that's what they told me. That's what every team I talked to told me. And to remind you, the Bears wasn't the only team that, was interested in me. I talked to every team. And to be honest, man, I'm a loyal guy. Like my last year, I could have left and did big things at big places, but I decided to stay,
Wow.
So that's where I felt home at. They helped me grow. Why would I leave somebody that helped me grow,
Yep.
And
That says a lot.
That's how I felt, and that's how I approached the game. And I'm a technician, and I play with my heart on my sleeve, So it don't get no better than that. And I've been playing the same position for 5 years. In high school, I played every position. We had a guy, and on our team. He was like a 4-star, 5-star. He brought every team you can think of through our high school, and they always seen me pop out on his tape. And I come down, they'll ask to bring me down. And once they see me, they say, "Wow, can you play linebacker?" And I'm like, "I can, but I've been playing this all my life. This is where I'm comfortable at, So I'm just taking it day by day, man, and I'm learning. They didn't prepare me to talk in front of you guys, like they do at other schools. So I'm learning. So
Talking in front of us is the easiest thing, and you are going to only get positive on this show from these fans, all 448. And there was more waiting for you earlier, and I was just so excited about you because you are the story, that Rocky Balboa of college football. Your tape is the truth. That's what this network stands for. The Tape Never Lies Network. And you earned it, my friend. And loyalty, drive, you fit the hits philosophy. Your motor never ends. Your technique is there. But the reality of the character, I see why Ryan Poles broke away from whatever political or whatever. He just said his truth about you. That's the kind of person the Bears are getting. And I was so, not going to lie, disappointed because I wanted the fans to see you tonight and everybody now. So I'm so ecstatic that you're here. You'll never deal with negativity from this network. In fact, we're going to send you some TTNL swag your way. Yes.
Appreciate it.
Yeah. We're going to make sure you get some TTNL swag here, and welcome to Chicago and the Chicago Bear. We're so excited for you, honestly. And I believe, have you ever seen John Randall? Have you ever seen him play? Because I'm going to send you a link after to the DM on your Instagram. And I go, here's John Randall. He played for the Vikings, and he was a pain in our ass.
Was that the only team he played for?
Yes. I think maybe late in his career, he was at the Seahawks.
Yeah, he did. He went to the Seahawks,
went to Seahawks late.
He was an undersized defensive tackle, very, very similar,
my God.
but
dominant.
It's, you can go to the NFL Combine, Travis. You can do all your workouts, and you always hear them. You can't measure heart, and you can't measure want to. And that's your story proves that, man. So, like I said, keep on doing what you're doing. Now you got a big weekend coming up here. Yeah. I know. So what's the when are you leaving for Chicago?
Tomorrow morning.
Wow. So look at you.
It's gonna be probably an uneasy night for you a little bit. A lot of excitement, a lot of just ready to go, huh?
Yeah, it's like that first day of school, man. I got my clothes laid out. I'm ready.
Yeah. I love it.
I love
So yeah,
your
speaking
tweet.
of having the clothes, so how did they handle that? Now when they talked to you, so we see you took number 73. Now, did they give you the option to choose, or Tony
Nah,
Medlin say we're going to give you number 73? Is that how that worked?
I actually was just sitting down, man, and my girlfriend was like, "Look," and I was like, "Oh, 73, okay, offensive line number. I don't mind. It
Yeah,
is
no,
long as I got a number on my back, man. I don't care."
that's right.
Exactly. And you know what? You can always change your number when you've shown your talent
That's right.
to everybody in Chicago and the NFL. I'm just telling you guys. I'm not hyping this up. This young man does it himself. And by God's will, he's driven himself to this place. Not the easy way, the hard way, working, struggling, probably eating too much fast food at some point and saying, you know what, I got to work out through it, whatever I can get. And you did what you did because you love the game of football. These fans are going to love you. And I'm just excited about you, the football player. And I can't wait to show our patrons your tape because it's the truth right there. It doesn't matter who you line up against. Listen, I played at Hofstra University. They no longer have a football program. They're 1AA. I played with the guys, and 5 of my teammates went on to the NFL. One of them, Wayne Corbett, became a Pro Bowl. He was 5'10", 180 pounds, soaking wet, and went to the NFL, became a 4-time Pro Bowl receiver. He made Keyshawn Johnson's ass work even harder because he worked so hard. He had the heart that you had. And you just love that about people. So your presence in Chicago is necessary. And they keep bringing up, when they talk about the Bears, all of our defensive tackles we've signed. You see what I'm saying? They bring up all of them that they drafted because of you, man. You're not somebody to be overlooked. Trust me when I say that. And we're excited about you, as you should be excited. If you're just tuning in, we got new Chicago Bears. How does that sound? Defensive tackle for your Chicago Bears, Travis Bell, on the show with us here at the Tape Never Lies Network. Shane, you have another question.
Travis, did you get to talk to Coach Eberflus on that
Yeah.
phone call? Did he tell you to get your track shoes ready?
Most deaf. I'm just ready to go to work, man. I'm ready to get down there, prove myself, man.
Yeah. That's one thing you're going to want to remember with Coach Flus. And when he says, get your track shoes ready, he's not shitting. You're going to be ready to go. He's all about, having that on switch permanently turned on. And once you get there, man, you get to minicamp, number 218 overall, none of that shit matters anymore.
Exactly.
None of that shit matters anymore. You're there. You make your stamp, you get your track shoes on, and you ring that bell. Just like a
Ding, ding.
It's like Apollo did, just like Apollo did right there. Ring that bell and make an imprint, man. And no, we're rooting for you here. Chicago, listen, there's not a better fan base in the NFL, Travis. And if you go out there, nobody gives a shit where you were drafted, what number, it was. If you go out there and you put in the effort and you show that it matters and you have that never give up attitude, Chicago's going to love you forever, bro. And your journey starts this weekend. And I am so looking forward to it. I'm just as excited as you are to watch your journey, man. I can't wait.
I want to say this too, Travis, a word of advice. Then I want to play what Ryan Poles said about you with you, media, okay? Yeah. And to the media, to all of us fans, because I'll be the first. I cut all this tape on the draft. When your name was called, I keep it 100 on keeping it 100. I was like, I don't have anything. I don't know him. I'm not going to pretend. That's why I asked you for your tape today, and that's all I did for 4 hours is just watch your tape and be so excited to talk to you tonight to let you know this. And I want to give you this words of advice real quick. The essence of guys that have been given everything, like the 5-star guys that have gone on and living on the NIL life and whatever, don't let anybody direct you. You direct. You go 100 miles an hour like you did at Kennesaw State, even if everybody else is jogging, because you set the tone. That's what a coach says. There ain't no way I'm cutting that kid. There is no way. You always go 100 miles an hour. The best conditioned athletes are going to make it. And watching your tape, man, you have the ability and the talent, and you could shock the whole goddamn world with what you were able to do for the Bears. And that's why Ryan Poles said this. Did you hear what he said about you? Did you happen to hear?
You talking about the post conference?
Yes.
Yeah, I heard it. Yeah, I heard it.
Do you want to hear it again?
Yes, I would love to hear it again.
Where is it? Did someone delete it off there?
I didn't.
Jesus, I thought I had it up there. I gotta get it again. I think one of the guys might have deleted it. I'm gonna upload it again, Travis. Don't worry.
Okay.
I'm loving to hear it again. But the reality of what you bring to the table as a 3-tech, have they talked to you about position where they want you to play, or have they just said you're playing defensive line and we'll go from there?
We talked about, playing the interior defensive line.
Nothing. Yeah, nothing. I could see you being this 3-tag, just exploding. I can't wait for people to see. But here it is. Ryan Poles talking about this young man, Travis Bell, formerly of Kennesaw State. He's now a Chicago Bear.
Travis Bell, this is probably one of my favorite human beings. He is a special person. I didn't want him to leave after his 30 visit, and he didn't want to leave either. There's something different about this guy. He is passionate about the game. When you talk about having a full-time job during the season and showing up to the locker room in your clothes with your ID badge and your little knife, from his job, that tells you what the game means to him. He's working, and football and practice is recess to him, and those are the guys that we want. And he plays hard. His film, he goes sideline to sideline, like he said. That is not a lie, and it stands out on tape. I love the intensity that he plays with, and again, that's going to make us better. Coming out of high school, the guy played D-line, running back, linebacker, fullback, everything. You can see that in the way that he moves. And then he was like, I'm at these training facilities with these Power 5 guys. They have no idea how good they got it. There's just something about him. There's something special about the human being, the energy that he has, and the passion for the game. You can just tell, just a good person that you want around.
Wow.
Good stuff.
Come on, man. I mean, you could see the smile on Ryan Poles talking about you. That's how I feel tonight talking about it. There's something energetically that you bring to the table that we fans were excited to hear the GM talk about. Then to get you on our show tonight, you're just the cherry on top, man. The cherry on top to hear your big energy, knowing your first day is tomorrow. But what did you feel just listening to that?
Man, honestly, it gives me chills, bro. I don't want to get emotional because I'm an emotional guy. You know it or not, man. Really emotional guy. But between the white lines, I'm a nasty guy. But outside the white lines, man, I'm a regular guy,
Yeah.
But man, that's just major, man, because I prayed for this. I manifested this. I visioned this, and ever since I was a little kid, and it happened, man. I remember my high school coach used to tell me, like, "Hey, man, listen, don't give up. I know them offers ain't coming. It is what it is, man. Wherever you go, I believe in you." I won't never forget that conversation, and it's just all, you know, coming full circle for me.
Yeah, and I like what you said there, that it happened, but just keep this mindset. It's just starting for you, Travis.
Exactly.
You're going someplace, man. Like I said, this is your swing, your opportunity that you've been waiting for, and we want to be respectful of your time too, dude, because we know that you got a early morning and a big trip, but man, we want to definitely keep in contact with you and have you back after, you know, things settle down for you a little bit. Maybe bring on your girlfriend. We'll introduce her to the world and see what it's like.
Yeah.
I'd like to hear her experiences with you on draft day and walking into that situation. But we'll
That'll be great, man. That'll be funny, man.
We'll have to get her on the next time. We're gonna have to have you on again. We don't want to. Shane's 100% right. Keep you. You got a big flight, but we want to. Obviously, I can DM you on Instagram and get your information, and we're gonna send you some TTNL swag. What size are you? What are you looking to wear?
Double X.
Double X? Do you
Yes,
want
sir.
a t-shirt, or are you looking for a hoodie? What do you want?
I would love a hoodie, man. It's gonna be cold up there. I'm gonna need a hoodie.
Yeah. We'll get you a hoodie.
We're getting you a hoodie, no doubt about it. And listen, I want to keep you for like another 25 minutes. I think this is the Travis Bell energy. As Brian Poles didn't want you to leave, I don't even want you to leave. But honestly, the journey starts now. And I want to personally say all of the best to you, man. Your story is a triumph. It's an inspiration to many people. Never give up. Ever give up. And if you love something so much, that drive, that passion can take you as far as you said. You manifested this. Use all of the nights you're cutting cardboard boxes and delivering medicine, whatever you're doing. That's your motivation, because you're going to be in a league where everything is football, and amazing opportunities are going to come your way, my man. Keep being who you are. Never forget who you are. And please, last thing, thank your mom and your girlfriend. Thank your mom and your girlfriend.
Absolutely.
Because if you have that support, no matter what you're going through, never forget those people are in your corner. Trust me. And all the best to you, Travis.
And here's the best advice you'll get, Travis.
What?
Deep dish pizza is overrated in Chicago.
Don't listen to him.
It's
Don't listen to him,
overrated.
Travis. Don't listen to him. It's delicious. You'll enjoy it.
That's our producer, Ivan. He is in Chicago. Me and Shane are on the East Coast. And you're in Alabama, right?
No, I'm in Kennesaw.
Kennesaw. All right. You're in Kennesaw.
Kennesaw, Georgia.
You're in Georgia. You're on the East Coast with us. So we got to let you go to sleep. If you can sleep. I don't know. What time's your flight?
Is it 10:53? Yeah.
10:53.
10:53, man. Lucky
Southwest Airlines going on that 10, or is it United? I'm sorry. It's definitely United.
Yeah.
Gotta be, because the Bears are sponsored by United. So anyway, anything else? You want to shout anybody out? Anything?
I want to shout out that job that everybody's talking about, man. I want to shout out everybody there. Justin, his mother, my boy Tommy, all the employees, you know, everybody that believed in me. They helped me out, make it through. That helped me make it through this journey as well. So my mom, my girlfriend, of course, my high school D-line coach, my college D-line coach, the whole coaching staff at Kennesaw. Shout out all these people that's watching right now, you know, showing love. I appreciate y'all. Thank y'all.
Being in Kennesaw, man, you got to know a certain QB1 in Chicago then, huh? Justin Fields?
Sir. Yes, sir.
You got to go up to him and say, "Sir, who you are, and I will never touch you in practice."
Yeah. I'm going to be the guy that's getting you the ball back on game day.
Yeah, it's crazy. I was watching him on, I think it was Netflix or something like that.
Mm-hmm.
That show he was on and came on my visit, and I'm literally in the locker room with him. So I'm like, wow.
Yeah, kind of trippy, right?
It is trippy. I can only imagine this young man.
Wait till you meet Larry Mayer.
Oh, Jesus.
Once Larry up there, Chicago.
All the best to you, Travis.
Absolutely.
We're going to set it up again. I'll DM you, get you where you want me to mail that to, and we'll set this up again for when you have free time, you know, because you're going to be busy, but we'll be here for you, supporting you 120% the way you deserve it. Social media is very, very, what we call it? It's a death trap of stupidity. So when you come on here, that's what we deal with. We have fought against the narratives and the bullshit. That's what we do. And that's why you came on here, because we wanted to let everybody in Chicago and all these amazing fans who you are and how excited we are and how they got to get behind you energetically and support number 73, Travis Bell of your Chicago Bears. You have a great flight, my man. Be safe.
Travels, my man.
Yes, sir. Yes.
All the best.
Don't forget those track shoes.
Get those track shoes. Yes. All the best, man. Have a good
luck,
one,
Travis.
All right,
Thanks, man.
Thanks for having me, man.
Yep.
God
Bear
bless.
down.